Hi everybody, welcome to Maggie's World. I'm on here to do a video. I have a video on here in a minute. So, what I want to talk about? I forgot what the heck I was going to talk about. I was going on here. I want to do a live, I said do a video, and I don't know. But what do you do when you know someone very well and they threaten to take something from you? Who the heck are you looking for? So, make a long story short, imagine having somebody that threatens to take something from you that means a lot to you, means more to you than anything else, and they just can't. You just can't stop what they're going to disrespect. Like, what do you do? I know it's still bothering me though. But you know what? If I lose my life over this, it's in the person's hands. And as for my family goes, I said many times before, if anything did happen to me behind this nonsense I'm going through, my family gonna want justice. They're gonna want justice. They're not gonna let it go. They're gonna want justice. And my daughter, on the other hand, will probably end up having that nervous breakdown behind it. Okay? Because for one thing, nobody likes it, but their parent is being disrespected by an evil person. Okay? Nobody likes it. Okay? And at the same time, someone also came, of course, to try to apologize to me. And I refuse to accept the apology. You know why? I'm going to tell you the reason why I refuse to accept the person's apologies. The way I see it, what's the point of apologizing to someone and you tell them to do the same dumb stuff again? Do it make sense? Do it just make sense for somebody apologizes for what they did wrong, and then you forgive them, and you forgive him? Let's say you forgive them with all your heart and all your might, and a couple of years later do the same dumb stuff to you again, over and over again. It has got to a place to where a certain person got tired of it. A certain person got tired of dealing with the drama. Okay? Everybody's probably trying to get me and this individual to speaking again. Okay? And truthfully, it's not working. What's on my heart is a lot of chaos. It's a lot of hatred, deceiving. I don't know, there's no other way for me to explain it. It's like, it's a lot of hatred. Okay? I shouldn't feel that way about somebody, but I do. I honestly do. Because from day one, this person have ruined my life. They have ruined my Thanksgiving last year. They tried their best to ruin my Christmas, I wouldn't let him. So to make a long story short, I had to do what was best for me. And what was best for me was to separate myself from the situation. Okay? I had to literally separate myself from the situation. They used to say separate yourself. I would use the word distant. I have nothing to do with my daughter and this individual not talking. I have nothing to do with that at all. My daughter saw what she saw, and she shouldn't have seen it. My daughter saw the ugly in someone. She saw the ugly in them. And when she saw the ugly in them, she decided she won't bother with them anymore. Like I said, it's not on me. I'm not putting this stuff in her head. Like certain people are thinking that I'm putting it in her head, I'm not. Maybe if this person has shown any type of respect at all towards this individual mother, then maybe things would not be the way they are now. Things are where they are now because of a lot of devious, a lot of evil stuff that's been going on. A lot. And the person I'm speaking of, I want to basically let them be nameless. Yeah. That's about the size of it. That's just about the size of it. It's like, what do you do when you're going through depression? What do you do when you have an anxiety attack? I think I had an anxiety attack last year. Anxiety attack is like it's a lot of emotional things that go through your body, and then you get chest pains. Chest pains that should not be ignored. And some people is actually playing on that. It's like they play on the weak. That's what they do, They play on the weak, and by the person talking about splitting the child up from the parent, they're not doing nothing but killing that parent and killing that person that they claim they love and care so much for. Yeah. That's about the size of it. That's about the size of it. And like I said, I'll let that person be nameless because I don't want them to message me on my Facebook page talking this and talking that. So I'm going to say what I gotta say and let that person be nameless. I think that'd be best for me to do. So the fact of the matter is this. This is why I don't trust a lot of people. It's a lot of people, quite a few people I don't trust. There are some people that I don't trust at all. Trust go a long way. And when you lose that trust in that person, you cannot get it back. When you lose that trust in that particular person, you cannot get it back. There may have been once upon a time that I may have trusted somebody one time. And then when things went south, things went south. Even comes down to the place to where somebody call certain people on you. I will never get over that. The most hurtful thing that anybody could do to a parent is get CPS or ACS involved in your life. Then they're watching you with your own child. And if you're hugging your child, they want to know why you're hugging your child. If you're hugging and giving your child kisses, they want to know why. I've been to parenting classes twice. Okay? When my daughter was in the system. And you can't give your kids anything they want. When it comes to raising kids, you got to be very firm with them. Very firm. And there's a lot of parents that I know that has failed when it came down to raising kids. It even came down to where the child grows up and the child will become disrespectful towards adults. That's not good. Because one day that child will get older and the child is going to basically disrespect the wrong person, and bam, something bad happens. Something bad happens. I'm not going to say what it is. It's just that something bad happens to them. See, I have this friend named Teresa. She's been there for me and my daughter from day one. She has been there. My daughter calls her auntie. I call her my sister. We have nothing but respect for one another. We respect each other. We respect each other's relationships. We don't talk down to one another. And I love her for that. You know what I mean? To me, she's family. To her, me and my daughter is family to her. Okay? I have nothing bad to say about this lady. This lady have been there even through hard times that me and my daughter was going through. And she had been there. It's been a time when me and my daughter was going through our differences. You know, I guess misunderstanding. And things like that, whatever. And if my daughter didn't have anybody to talk to, she had her Aunt Teresa to talk to. And that's how it was. That's how it always been. It has never been this drama. Even when she was going through something, I was there for her. And she was going through some things with her ex. You know what I mean? And things did not work out between her and her ex. So I told her what website to go to. And she found somebody new in her life. See, I could be a good person where I want to be. You know what I mean? It's just the drama, the headaches I can't deal with. It's too much. It's too much on my anxiety. It's too much on my depression. Now, we know depression is very serious. We know anxiety is very serious. Some depressions can lead to death. That's what people don't understand and realize. When people is living with depression, some people can actually have negative thoughts. Some people actually hear voices in their head. And if you have this demon person coming at you, you know what I mean? It's like a ton of bricks hitting you on top of your head. As long as I take my anxiety meds, I'll be fine. But when I don't take my anxiety meds and I get into a situation to where these demons are coming at me, And I'm not talking about demons in my head. No, I'm not. I'm talking about demons on the outside. Okay? Demons are everywhere. Demons are every daggone where. It's even demons that come on Beagle a lot. You have some demons that will actually leave you nasty, negative messages on your Facebook page. Not Facebook page, I mean your YouTube page. Or should I say YouTube channel. People these days are not very nice. Period. Truly. This is why I stay to myself. This is why I don't be around a whole bunch of people. This is why I stay to myself. My daughter stays to herself. Because we feel that nobody cares. Not even the other person. I'm not going to name names. She have never got over the fact when this particular person came out and basically said what this person said to her. My daughter is hurt. She's absolutely positively hurt. And so am I, especially to be told that you will have something ripped from you. Oh. You have something ripped from you, and well, dang. If you're going to do all that, why not just tear my heart out too? Because if you rip my daughter out of my life, it's going to kill me, and it's going to kill my daughter. Because we have that mother and daughter connection. And for somebody to come in and basically take all that away, that means life means nothing to us. That means life don't mean nothing to us. It don't mean anything. It's like feeling like you had nothing to live for. Basically. I mean, look at Robin Williams. He hung himself. Because he was depressed. And when you depressed about anything, depression could cause people to do things to themselves. Depression can cause people to be harmful to themselves. But it's like we got all these daggone demons around you. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care what you're going through. They don't give a darn about what you're going through. They just don't care. And it's sad. It's really sad in this world today that people are so darn wicked. It's sad. It is really, 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 really sad that people that people gotta be what they are. It's crazy. You can't. How you call it? It's like you can't freaking breathe. My daughter is the reason why I live. My daughter is the reason why I go on. She's my reason why I live and the reason why I still breathe today. If someone came and took my daughter from me, it's like it's like ripping my heart out my chest. That's my daughter. That's my baby. And somebody go take my baby from me? Why not just tear my heart out my chest? That's basically committing a crime when you do that. And a person feel like taking a sibling from the parent, think it's going to solve anything? No, it's not. And no, I'm not. At the same time, no, I'm not afraid to be alone. I was alone before. But my daughter is my life. And I would do anything of any kind to keep that going. I kind of wish my man was her father and not the one that's no longer here. I really kind of do wish my man was a father. Because maybe things would be a lot different. Maybe I would not be going through the stuff I'm going through. And I think the reason why I'm going through the stuff that I'm going through because of this individual. She started this whole thing. It's gotten so bad, people, until it came down to where I had to see therapy. I gotta see therapy every Tuesday. I gotta talk to a psychiatrist every month. Get meds from my psychiatrist doctor. No, from my psych doctor. Like nobody has no idea how that feels. Nobody know how. I mean, until people actually went through depression, they will understand. People who live with depression is not always easy. People are deleting themselves every single day because of the depression. Or some people could be there on depressed because they probably miss their kids. People are very attached to their kids, like I am. And to come out and basically take that all, and it's like to come out and to take all that away. It's like you may as well commit murder, basically, because removing a child from a mother, especially after the mother gave birth. Nobody knows what that feels like to have someone taken from you. Especially if you never had nothing taken from you. But then you feel like, okay, yeah, I got kids, just that, or whatever, they're grown, blah, 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 blah. But you feel that you have the right to snatch somebody else's happiness. It's not right. It's not right. I don't care how anybody feel that it may be best if the person is better off with them and not with their own mother. I gave birth to her. I went to doctor's appointments by myself. My daughter's father was never there. Every appointment I had while I was pregnant with my daughter, 24 years ago, I went by myself. Nobody offered to go with me anywhere. Nobody offered to go with me to the clinic. Nobody did. When I was in the hospital, I had my daughter. Some people from my daughter's father's side of the family didn't even show up to the hospital. And you wonder why I act the way I act with my daughter. People don't understand and realize how that is. And how overprotected I am of her. And I've been like that for so many years because, it's a simple fact, after I had my daughter, nobody from my daughter's father came to the hospital. The only one that was there at the hospital, the only one that was there when my daughter arrived was my sister and my daughter's father. Even though he was already drunk. But he was there. He made his business to be there where she was born. My sister made it her business to be there where her niece was born. But my daughter's other side of the family was not there. And this is why I act the way I act with my daughter. If you want to know the real reason why I'm acting like a, whatever y'all call it, a bee, whatever, I act that way because when someone in your family is being born, you're supposed to be there. A lot of people did not show up to the hospital. My mama didn't show up at the hospital. My mother was in Ohio at the time. My mother, she couldn't get to the hospital at the time. So I can understand why she couldn't be there. I gave birth to my daughter 24 years ago in Metropolitan Hospital. You tell me you couldn't. It's like you mean to tell me that your child other side of the family couldn't be there? But now that she's grown and now they got everything to say, it's not right. 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 This thing I learned about family. Anytime something goes wrong or anytime somebody have a baby, whatever, being there is what counts. Like my daughter's graduation, they wasn't there. Birthdays, still wasn't there. When I needed some time for myself and when I needed a break, nobody came forward to help me except for my daughter's godmother. My daughter's godmother and my mother are the only ones that came forward to help me out. Even while I was down and out, they were there for me. I had family members too who also wasn't there. I mean, to have my first child being a mother for the first time. And the first thing I wanted to do, while I held her for the first time, the first thing I wanted to do is protect her from harm. Is protect her. I tell people that my daughter is under temporary guardian of this agency called JASA. And some people are not believing me. People are not believing what I'm saying. People think I'm lying. People are honestly thinking I'm lying and I'm not. I have no reason to lie about something like that. JASA would not be in my daughter's life if it wasn't for her there going to school, getting in my business. That's why JASA's in my daughter's life. If my daughter's school knew how to stay out of my daggone business, JASA would not be in my daughter's life right now. I don't get my daughter's benefits. JASA do. And for somebody to come on and tell me, oh, I'm going to do this, oh, I'm going to do that, oh, I'm going to come and get... JASA had already said that my daughter cannot leave the country. She cannot leave the country. Period. If that was the case, I'd been moved by now. You know how many? It's like y'all have no idea how many transfers I put in Section 8. I put about 3 or 4 daggone transfers in Section 8 to move upstate New York, and JASA won't let me. JASA will not let me move with my daughter. If I wanted to move with my daughter, whatever, they would came and took her. This is why I keep trying to tell certain people, but they're not trying to hear what I have to say. They think I'm lying, and I have no reason to lie. I could take a lie detector test right now, and everything I'm saying, the lie detector test will say the lie detector test will say that I'm telling the truth. I have no reason to lie. If I say I don't get my daughter's benefits, I don't get her benefits. They bring her benefits to her every month. I don't have no control of that. I only have control of my own. But I'm the bad guy. I'm such a mean person. I'm this, I'm that. I'm all the above. But the reason why I'm so overprotective of my child that I gave birth to, because when I gave birth to her, nobody came there but my sister and my daughter's father. My sister and my daughter's father was the only ones there after I gave birth to her. Nobody else did not come to the hospital to see my daughter. If you knew she was born, whatever, I'm pretty sure my daughter's father told his side of the family that I had the baby. Nobody bothered to come to the hospital. See here, point out my heart. pouring out my heart. It's a shame. It's really, really a shame. They have to go through the stuff that I have to go through. I actually have to go through the stuff I have to go through. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't even have to go through the things I'm going through right now. Some people have no idea about how I feel. It's all about them getting what they want. It's not about what's going on with me. This world is so wicked. If anybody even think about coming to snatch my child out of here, I will have the cops on them so fast. Because all I gotta do is tell the cops, when I call them, all I gotta do is tell them that there's an intruder at my door. There's an intruder at my door and they got weapons. Do you know this person? No, I do not know them. I don't know them from a campaign. You think I wouldn't? I would tell the cops that. I do not know this person. Period. This person is trespassing. All I gotta do is say one word to the officers. Arrest them. That's all I gotta say. I don't care who it is. My sister will be the only one that I will allow my daughter to go to. Between her and my friend Teresa, who lives in Washington, D.C. If I leave here today, tomorrow, whatever, I want anybody to keep an eye on my daughter. It's in my will. If I want anybody to keep an eye on my daughter, it's going to be my friend Teresa in Washington, D.C., which is not too far from New York. I got it all in writing. All I got to do now is print it out and get it notarized and put it in the Bible. So when it comes to, I say, after I leave this earth or whatever, I want a pastor to read my will. I want everybody there for the hearing of the will. And the will will say what I want to happen. My will actually says what I want to happen. If anything happens to my friend Teresa, I want my daughter to go to the state. State of New York, or whatever. Do I want my daughter to go to anybody on the father's side of the family? My answer will be no. My answer will be no. Because for one thing, I don't care family, no family. I will not want my child around anybody that don't like me. Period. That's the bottom line. If it was like anybody that did like me, that's a different story. But I would not want my child or kids around anybody I don't like, that don't like me. I would not want my child around nobody that I don't like. Period. My daughter may be grown, which is true. But at the same time, it's what I want for my daughter. Not nobody else. It's kind of funny how you give birth to a child, and then you have somebody come to the house and just like whatever, spend the weekend, whatever, and then they want to take over your child. They want to take over. I'm not feeling that either. I have to get all that off my chest because I'm like into my feelings. And how I feel about the situation right now is I contact my mother. I talk to my mother every now and then. People might think I'm crazy in my mind. I have these candles about how I contact my mother. Or I use my tarot cards. I got quite a few up there. Yeah, I have quite a few tarot cards up there. Okay. How I contact my mom, how I contact spirits. And I'm going to get me a book on voodoo. I want to learn voodoo. I want to learn voodoo from beginning to end. I want to learn it. And when I do, somebody could be in trouble. Somebody could be in the worst trouble of all. And I might end up ordering me some daggone voodoo dolls too. Yeah. So getting to spiritual after all this all this heartache and pain I've been going through in my life, I don't think about getting real deep into the spiritual things. I don't think about getting real deep into it. Because I really don't want to do this, but I feel like I have no other choice but to get into it. I have no other choice at all but to get into it. I'm going to get real deep into the spiritual thing. The psychic reading. Because it's something I always wanted to be a psychic. I read tarot cards. My oldest niece, she reads tarot cards. I could look at a person's picture and I could tell, the energy will actually tell me what are they going through. So as I'm digging, I'm getting different energies coming out the cards. And I'm like, wow. I even did reading on my enemy. Them cards told me that she wanted me gone. She wanted me gone for good, so she could get close to my daughter. She wanted me gone. Gone for good. So if I come up missing, people, you know who did it. If I come up missing, you know exactly who did it. You know exactly who committed it. Because if it came down to me basically losing my life over something stupid and nonsense, if I come up missing, my enemy did it. Or my enemy had it done. And I hope my family watch this video too. Because I'm going to let them know. If I come up missing, show my family the picture of this person and let them know this person did it. And this person, like I said, this person, they better hope I live a long life, because if not, I'm gonna come back. Like I said, I'm gonna come back, and the hunting is gonna begin. Once my spirit leaves my body, it's time for me to go to work. Oh yeah. Me, my mom, my aunts, my uncles, my grandfather, all our spirits, we'll gang up together and we will go to work. We will go to work on the evil. That's how we're going to do. We will literally go to work on the evil. Okay? that's going to do it for now. I know this is a long video or whatever, but that's going to do it for now. So I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.